Previously on Jeepers Creepers. Big Jeep sees him driving by. He's like,
"What's good in your car?"
and gives chase. Big Jeep is hungry and it will not stop until it ate you out.
Horny. I'm horny.
Trish runs and screams out for her brother, but he and Big Jeep are gone. Won't see his ugly cicada looking ass for another 23 years.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I thought Big Jeep in the first movie was a certified freak, but someone in the comments rightly voiced he's the Diddy disciple, which had me hollering because Big Jeep is competing with Freddy Krueger on who's the OG horror movie Diddy. Let's just say Jeepers Darnell Creeper goes beyond plus ultra in his sequel. 3 days after the events of the first film have passed, and Big Jeep is on his 22nd day of feeding. You know, he definitely lives up to his nickname Big Jeep because he's definitely a big back. How do you feast for 23 days and not end up looking like Rasputia? Listen, I know he's been in hibernation for the last 23 years, but ain't no way he's still hungry. Did we all forget about the bodies he had in storage at his old crib? At this point, is eating just to eat. Big Jeep is now creeping on a farm searching for new victims and once again is cosplaying as a scarecrow. So this is Jack Sr., his eldest son Jack Jr., and his youngest is Billy. While Billy is doing one of his chores, he sees a bunch of crows being attracted to one scarecrow in particular. Suddenly, Billy sees the scarecrow, turns his head to look at him. Now, Big Jeep, I know you're salivating at the mouth to get your Happy Meal, but at least be more discreet. We all can clearly see you. Their dog, Mac, best character in the movie, barked viciously at the scarecrow, knowing something wicked is afoot. Dude, dogs in horror movies are always trying to save the dumbass humans from dying, but do we listen? No. Billy, pulling a dairy, goes over to the scarecrow, the same scarecrow that was obviously looking at him and trying to be sly about it. Billy checks out the scarecrow and becomes spooked by seeing his dinosaur feet. I know for a fact Dan Schneider will love to suck them toes. Trust me, Billy's not scared of the feet. Billy is traumatized by the flaky dead skin peeling off. Jeepers Diddy Oil Creeper. You're telling me you had 22 days to ingest a bunch of humans and make sure your mental Hellcat is in tip-top condition, but you don't have time for a pedicure? Don't worry, your girl tunes got you. Shanae!
I love it.
Billy speeds out of there once he sees those musty toes twitch. Big Jeep, dropping the act, chases after the kid. JC, please contain yourself. Your inner Diddy is showing. Big Jeep pounces on Billy to keep him quiet, dragging him by his hair, but both Jacks heard his cries earlier and run out to the field with their shotties. They see Billy being taken away by a figure dressed in black. Big Jeep, frustrated he won't be able to diddle this kid in peace, jumps into the air with Billy and flies away. I'm not a parent, but what do you do when you see a literal bat from hell flying away with your child? It's the 23rd and final day for a Big Jeep to be a big back. And the camera cuts to our main meatbags, our main protagonists, traveling in a bus. They're returning home after winning the championship game. But out of nowhere, the bus suffers a flat tire after a handcrafted ninja star made of bones is found inside. Big Jeep, have you been watching Naruto again? I thought I took that away from you. I know, you told me your dream of being the Diddy Hokage, but seriously, a ninja star made out of bones? Whose bones are these? And is that a tooth? While the students on the bus wait to move, they get a Dragon Ball Z style recap of the events that happened in the first movie from the radio. In case anyone forgot, allow me to remind you, the sequel of this movie takes place 3 days after the first film, meaning Big Jeep is running out of time and only has a couple of hours left to get his freak on before he has to hibernate for 23 years. Back at the farm, both Jacks are still in disbelief about who or what took Billy. JJ with a shoddy is searching the cornfields for clues or any sign of what could have taken his brother away. Mac, being a good boy, finds a decked out dagger that was dropped by Big Jeep. So he's into wood carving too? I swear, Jeep has so many hobbies for a guy that's only out for 23 days. They take a closer look at this dagger, and the detailed markings show what took place. A child being abducted by Big Jeep in a cornfield, just like what happened to Billy. Are you telling me that Big Jeep prophesied and manifested his plans to abduct Billy? As if things couldn't get any more creepier, the decorated knife flies out of Papa Jack's hands and into the lamp on its own. So we got possessed inanimate objects too. Instead of, panicking, they start planning. The seed of revenge has been planted in both Jacks, ready to get their get back at Big Jeep. Channeling their inner blacksmith, they weld a homemade harpoon gun to their truck. The hunter shall be hunted, and the fallen Billy will be avenged. On top of the bus, we see a bunch of boys shirtless, relaxing on the roof, getting their tan. Y'all are just teasing Big Jeep at this point. I know his mouth is watering. He probably can't decide to take y'all now or continue with his game. The adults are using a radio to call for help, trying to figure out what the hell they're gonna do. Meanwhile, the boys are giving Big Jeep what he secretly wishes they could do to him, a golden shower. This guy right here was finishing up when a shadow flies over. What the hell was that? To which he looks up and sees nothing. He then gets startled by the crows and screams. We all know when the crows make an appearance, you know who's lurking by. We return back to the bus and it's nighttime, and this pouty white guy, his name is Scotty, and he's hella mad that someone with a darker complexion had more time to play than him. Complaining and accusing that since he's white, the coaches didn't let him play. Maybe it's not a race issue, but more of a lack of skill and sportsmanship. While Scotty is attempting a civil race war, this blonde girl whose name is Minxie is asleep, having Final Destination type visions, and I know that is not who I think it is. Derry! What's good, my boy? Wait. Why are you pointing in the opposite direction of where the bus is going? Wait, Billy? Oh man. Big Jeep got to you too? Derry and Billy are trying to warn her, but Minxie can't hear them. She turns to where they're pointing, only to see Big Jeep running through the cornfield and tossing another ninja star at the bus's tires. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just, he wants to be a ninja so bad. Everybody gets out of the bus and examines what happened to the tire, and just like the first time, they find a ninja star. But something is different about this one compared to the first. The ninja star is made out of skin in someone's belly button, and not just anyone's, it's Derry's. How do I know? The rose tattoo. Bruh. First you take his eyes, and now using different parts of his body as weapons? That's foul. Even in death, he can find no peace. One of the coaches tells the kids to go back inside, that something feels off, and she's right. With no one noticing, Big Jeep snatches the other coach and flies off. He really pulled a Spider-Man sneak maneuver. Betty, this woman orders everyone back on the bus while she calls out for Charles.
Charlie? Charlie!
Sorry, Betty. Charlie ain't here. Big Jeep then takes her too. Barnes, the other coach, out of breath and a panic, asks what he saw.
She flew away.
She was a fairy. Yeah, she was a fairy. She was a fairy.
Then here comes Scotty not reading the room.
You got a problem with me? No, you got one with me?
Scotty, we clearly have more important issues to deal with than your bruised ego and pride. 2 people from the bus just got taken. You're worried about a game? They keep going back and forth until Big Jeep has had enough of this stale conversation and grabs him with his dinosaur feet and flies away. What's frying my brain is that Big Jeep took all the adults away, and now it's just him and a bunch of high schoolers.
911, what's your emergency?
Police! Police! Help!
An hour has passed since Big Jeep made easy work of the adults. Scotty, believing himself to be the leader, decides they need to get off the bus, go to a farm, and call for help.
Are you dumb?
Boy, is you crazy? Not even an hour ago, we witnessed some type of demon snatching up the coach, and you talking about let's go outside? First of all, who appointed you leader? Secondly, you can go outside and play with your life. I'm saying my thick ass right here. Everyone is against the idea, and Scotty escalates it to an argument with Double D. No, not that Double D from Ed, Edd n Eddy. His full name is DeAndre Davis, so Double D. So Scotty and Double D have a heated back and forth, with Scotty obviously wanting to call him a racial slur.
Nigga!
As they continue to argue, we see Big Jeep having an orgasm from sniffing all the fresh meat that he's gonna devour. I don't know which scene is worse, him making out with a decapitated head in the first movie or tonguing down the window while grinning playfully at his food. He then starts the process of elimination, choosing the ones that are most desirable. I don't want you. I want you. Me? Yes. I want that melanated dark chocolate brother hiding in the back. We have to remember, Big Jeep only goes after those that have a strong sense of fear in their scent, along with some type of body part he wants. And seeing Double D, who's the most terrified,
that was too good. Let's get the bell purr. Here you go. Thank you.
he's out here shivering in pleasure at his scent and licking the window. I know his breath hot as hell with them raggedy chompers he calls teeth. It's the way I'm upset that Big Jeep isn't keeping up with his hygiene. Got messed up corn chip toes, yuck mouth, and diddying a bunch of high schoolers. Binksy passes out again, where she falls into another dream, which takes her to the cornfield where Billy was abducted. Homegirl sees Big Jeep cosplaying as a scarecrow and Derry along with hundreds of other voices whispering, Mama say Mama sa da makusa, Mama say Mama sa da makusa, Mama say Mama sa da makusa, Mama say Mama sa. He goes to tell her about the lore of Big Jeep, that every 23rd spring for 23 days, it gets to be a big back. What kind of big back? Like eating at a Chick-fil-A or waiting in those long ass cookie crumble lines? Worse, he eats us. He's gonna eat all of us out. She wakes up sweating up a storm and warns everyone about her dream. I see dead people. A dead boy told me that this thing comes out every 23 years and just eats people for 23 days and nothing is able to take it out. Scotty, in heavy denial, doesn't believe what she's saying. You were a cheerleader this morning and now suddenly you're a psychic? Listen, generic extra, I don't know. You want to explain it to me? Because I can't. We transition to Papa Jack and JJ coming across a crashed car. This was the car that passed by the bus earlier who was supposed to get help. The car's top was ripped open like a can opener, so that only means one thing. Big Jeep got to them and had a snack, which leads me to question, how fast is Big Jeep? I know he got wings and can move around, but not that damn quickly. And where is he putting all the bodies at? They both received the distress call from the bus, learning that Big Jeep wants to eat them out. Don't worry, son. I'll call the cops. It better not be the first cops from the first movie. They got packed up so easily. Back on the bus, everyone is cheering as they're about to be rescued. Hooray! However, the celebration is cut short as Big Jeep is creeping at the back of the bus and takes off his hat. Oh lord. So this girl, Rhonda, she rushes in and stabs him with a javelin, impaling his shoulder. God damn! She spears him again, this time going through his left eye, saving Bucky. Jeep, you okay? You must have a splitting headache. I know, not my best joke. He tries to pull it out, but it tears apart half of his head. We see Big Jeep has no brain, head empty, and flies away. You're all probably thinking, oh, since he's heavily injured, he's retreating. Girl, be so for real. This is the same Jeep that got run over multiple times and still limped over to the police station to capture Derry. Just when the kids thought they were safe, they hear this whistling, rumbling sound that's growing closer. Big Jeep does a infamous Delson Rowe-ass move and body slams himself on top of the roof, shattering all the windows. The kids are unsure if he's dead or not, and one of his wings falls through a dent in the roof, and this dumbass Dante decides he wants to play with it. It's just like a shower curtain, kind of feels like toilet paper. Big Jeep, hearing this disrespect, traps him within his wing and decapitates Dante, leaving his headless body to move around. How is Dante still boxing? He has no head. This next scene actually gave me nightmares as a kid. Big Jeep is ripping off his damaged head, tossing it, and then reaches into his chest, pulling Dante's head out. I'm not gonna lie, that transition was clean. They nibbled. Even Big Jeep knew he ate that up. Now everyone on the bus is rightfully panicking and fighting each other. Scotty points to everyone that Big Jeep picked out in the lineup and that they need to leave for the safety of everyone else on the bus. Double D calls him out on his BS that Big Jeep picked you as well. He's really trying to sacrifice everybody. So everyone said fuck Scotty since he showed his true colors and how much of a selfish coward he is. Ain't no way, they actually hopped off the bus. I don't care how crazy Scotty was talking, I would say my ass right on the bus. Looking up to the sky, it's a creeper about to get his freak on.
Run, nigga, run!
all scatter, running into the field, and Big Jeep with the Naruto ninja star throws one. Scotty, that was talking all that mess earlier about sacrificing people, gets his arm pinned to a tree. Oh, Karma, you do work fast. We have 3 people grabbing onto the knife trying to release him. They eventually got him loose, but it's too late. Big Jeep swoops in and flies off, and I feel nothing.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on.
Am I supposed to feel sad that Scotty got killed? Meanwhile, the farmers cross paths with Minxie. Papa Jack insists that she takes them to the bus, but blonde homegirl tries to warn him it won't make a difference. Big Jeep can't be killed. He'll return every 23rd spring, but Papa Jack, he ain't trying to hear all that. All he cares about is avenging his son. Okay, y'all, it's here, round 2. Jack Sr. versus the Creeper. Place your bets. Papa Jack, with the impeccable aim, fires his harpoon and impales Big Jeep. He then tries to reel him in, but Jeep pulls out the harpoon, tossing it back at them. Papa Jack reloads his ammo and shoots him through the bus windows. He's 2 for 2. Big Jeep, having enough of this 1v1, knocks over the bus and flips over the truck. We switch back over to Double D. The true main target suddenly has a Glock and heads over to a truck to hotwire it. So these two are chilling in the front while Dee Dee is in the back. By oh my god, if you don't start the goddamn truck! They speed down the road with Double D in the back with no protection between him and Big Jeep. Oh, he wants you. Look at how fast he's moving with each flap. Jeep is going at least 100 miles per hour. Double D remembers the Glock, which is a flare gun, fires it towards Big Jeep's wings, knocking him away only for a second. He brushes that weak ass attack away and flies back. So, with limited options, the driver kicks out Rhonda, slams the brakes, causing Big Jeep to crash through the window, and the truck flips over a dozen times before coming to a stop. It's the way Double D has plot armor, because there is no way you survive a car crash like that without dying or missing a few limbs. Big Jeep awakens and sniffs the air and quickly catches Double D's scent. Wait a damn minute, I smell me a Negro! He tries to go after him, but is missing one of his wings and 2 limbs. So instead of chasing him, he's gonna hibernate and wait to get him in 23 years. Nah, I'm just lying. Big Jeep is jumping through the field like a frog. Double D points the flare gun and misses. Big Jeep straddles Double D, making sure he's pinning him down, opening his face wings to intimidate him. Just when Big Jeep is about to eat, Papa Jack harpoons his head. He comes running with a javelin and stabs Jeep over and over and over again until he runs out of breath. He at least got a good 40 stabs in. Big Jeep cries out in pain and slowly closes his eyes. The Creeper is dead.
Psych!
No, he's not. Allow me to explain. Big Jeep was on borrowed time, and today was his final day to feast before hibernating for 23 years, and so he cocoons himself like a xenomorph egg. Papa Jack believes the Creeper is dead, but blonde homegirl clocks him once again that Big Jeep didn't die, but simply ran out of time. Papa Jack stabs him one final time, stating, "It looks dead to me." Oh, you dumb, arrogant bastard. Just wait 23 years. Big Jeep is definitely gonna get his lick back. We travel into the future as 23 years have passed, where Jack Sr. and his son took Big Jeep's body, strung him up, using him as a roadside attraction called the Bat Out of Hell. Why? Just why? You know what? I'm not even gonna question this level of idiocy. We zoom in on Big Jeep as he's nothing but skin and bones, and the screen fades to black. Well, that was Jeepers Creepers 2, and dare I say, that was an amazing sequel. It might have been better than the first one. And with that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!